Welcome back, guys, to Women Empowerment Wednesday. So today's guest is someone I hold very near and dear to my heart. It is my mother, Dianna. So, Mom, I'm proud to have you here today. Can you share a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to start Nani On Call?
Well, previously I owned a standalone daycare center years ago. And then most recently, I'm 30 plus years HR professional.
Okay.
And I decided to start Nani On Call because many people are having issues with, remember the old term latchkey kids, where they want to make sure someone was at home or was knowledgeable about the kids that were at home before school, after school, um, and kind of like during the day. And so Nani On Call is like a virtual grandmother service. And so it was to allow to do check-ins with the children in the morning on their way to school, when they return home from school, if they needed assistance with homework, a little tutoring, and also to branch off to senior care. There are many seniors that need companionship, and whether it's virtual or not, they would appreciate just those telephone calls or just someone to speak with. So I just took my old childcare experience, my HR experience, and came up with
Really put it together as one? Nice. So, was there a specific moment or like a specific need that came about that sparked this?
having conversations with employees or new moms that were saying that they were having a little bit difficult time with the children. They had the new babies, and then they had the children that were in school. So to keep them preoccupied when they were getting ready for school, as well as when they return home, just to give the mom time to interact with the babies or baby. And so that just sparked something in my brain to maybe this will be something I can come up with.
Nice. I love it. So you've always had a nurturing spirit ever since I can remember. So ever since I was born. How does this business allow you to continue doing what comes so naturally to you?
It allows me to continue the nurturing, to be there for advice, because it's not just with the children or the elderly. It may be with the parents that may need information on daycare, actual
Mhm.
daycare, or just on assistance with other things. Because if I don't know the information, I can find out the information. So just being that reliable source for families, whether it's the mom, the dad, or just to assist with the children or their parents.
Okay. So for those who are just hearing about this business, can you explain what it is and how it actually works?
It's, as I mentioned, it's a virtual grandmother service. You
Mhm.
would actually schedule check-in times, and usually they're in increments of 15 minutes, or you can schedule a block of 30 minutes by booking on the website exactly what you need and what you need to be addressed. And it could be story time. It could be later in the day where you just want your children to hear a story. It could be, like I said, the check-ins in the morning and check-in when they return home from school. And then
Mhm.
for the parents, it's just those virtual conversations. And so basically you just book the time. And if you want to schedule it by the month, you can do that as well.
Okay, so what exactly services do you offer? And you've already said like who can benefit: children, busy moms, elderly companions. But what exactly is the service?
The services, story times,
Okay.
tutoring, mentoring, um,
Mhm.
the virtual conversations with seniors. And just like I said, check-ins before the children go to school, just to make sure they have everything that they need, that they eat their breakfast, everything. And then when they return home, we're gonna check in again. And if they need assistance with their homework, I would provide that. And then in the evening, if the mom or dad need assistance with just doing story times for the children, we would do story time. And then, like I said, with the elderly, it's just conversations because they just want to talk to someone. And that could be, they could schedule that throughout a day.
Okay, and that's perfect because I do have a senior living community background, and that is very true. Sometimes
Mhm.
just seniors just want to be talked to. No, they love sharing like their stories about
Mhm.
childhood, about just life in general. So I think that's very, very important, and I think it's a beautiful mission on what you're doing.
Thank you.
So, what do you enjoy most about connecting virtually with these families and individuals through your platform?
Building relationships. I've always been a relationship builder for my entire career, and that dates back to the 80s. Just building those relationships in the community, And then these are some parents that are out, not, I'm actually located in Georgia. So the parents could actually be any place in the United States, or outside the United States. So it's just building those relationships, building up that network, and just getting to know those in the community as well.
Okay. So then how do you make your sessions meaningful and then engaging with the time limit that you have?
Once a parent inquires, a parent or the child of a senior, once they inquire, we actually do an intake, and the intake is going to go over what their needs are, what their expectations are, how much time they're actually going to need. If it's going to be 15 minutes every morning, 15 minutes in the evening, story time could be 30-minute increments of 30 minutes. It's basically doing that intake call. We're going to find out what they need versus
Okay.
what they want.
Okay. And that makes a lot of sense. And that I'm sure that's a big time saver for you as well. So, what challenges have you faced starting this new business? And then what keeps you motivated to keep going?
Challenges, I always imagine challenges are those that you make for yourself. There really aren't really any huge challenges. It's just getting the information out there and getting everything advertised, and just start to get and usually word of mouth is like our best avenue for advertisement. So
Yes.
just basically getting out there and just sharing my information with everyone.
Okay. So, what advice would you give to women, especially us moms, who have a business idea but may be scared to start it?
Just start it, because the fear is what we create.
Hmm.
Just got it's going to take a little bit of work. It's not going to be easy, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be, for me, it wouldn't be worth the cost, because it's something you want to love to do, because
Hmm.
you're going to enjoy doing it. So it's just to get started, start your research. They can always reach out to me, and I could share different avenues of where they could go to get the information that they need. But just start. We can't do anything until we start it.
And that seems to be a theme of several different ladies who have been on the show, including things that I have promoted. You just got to start. You got to start scared. You got to start, hungry for like the growth. You just got to start. Throw yourself out there. You may sink, you may float, whatever it is, but you just have to start somewhere. All these businesses, all these $1 million companies, they all started from somewhere. They didn't
Mhm.
have a million followers, they didn't have a million people using their product, but they had one, which was themselves, and then they expanded and grew from that. So just
Exactly.
start, ladies.
Yes.
um okay, so the next question is, how does it feel knowing that your work brings peace of mind and connection to other people?
When I receive the feedback, and when they give the positive, and even if they have something that may not be positive,
Okay.
just sharing that so that I can improve on what they may feel, because their need may be a little bit greater than what they actually relayed during the intake call. So just adjusting, and because everybody is different. So there's not one fix for everybody. So it's just
Right.
basically being there to be that chameleon, just to be able to adapt to
Okay.
whatever their needs are, and being able to adjust to that. And a lot of times, the parents of little ones, they just need someone to talk to as well, just to have
Hmm.
that moment. And if they're at home mom or dads, they just need an adult just to talk to, or just to run some things by, just to get, advice on different things, discipline, what to do with the children, how to entertain them.
And I would say with a lot of like newer parents, sometimes, like you said, adult conversations is all that's needed because, they're with the toddler all day,
All
so
day.
they want somebody who meets them on their level, who understands, who they can actually communicate with. So
Mhm.
that is absolutely beautiful. So, what do you hope that people take away from Nani On Call, both the families that you serve or just the women that are watching your journey?
Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. You may
Yes,
fail, but that failure is always, have the stepping stone to move. That should give you the motivation to keep going. But above
definitely.
and beyond, give yourself grace, because we all are going to fail at something. It's not going to be perfect, because if that was the case,
Yep.
everybody would be doing something. But those, like you had asked about the challenges, those are challenges that we're going to experience. And when you have those challenges, you have to know that that's a good thing, because the
Hmm.
challenges mean that you're doing something right. And that
Yep.
just gives you that extra boost of energy to keep going.
And that means that you're growing when you have challenges. So yes, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, how has starting this business helped you grow personally or spiritually?
Patience, and it's helping me to stay positive because I always believe in keep your glass half full. But every
Yep.
now and then it'll be a little you'll hit a little bump. But for me, it's just to stay
Yes.
positive, keep that positive energy, and for those naysayers that try to enter their negative energy, you got to push them out the way, or you may use that as a stepping stone to teach them something because their negative energy is because they have lack of knowledge and they don't know. So you
Exactly.
just use it to it would motivate you more, but you're going to be sharing some positive energy with them as well.
Okay. So, what does empowerment mean to you as a woman stepping into a new chapter of your purpose?
Allowing me to do what I'm gonna my talent, sharing my skill set, just giving me that authorization to continue to move forward and continue
Yes.
taking those steps up.
Yes. I'm so proud of you. So, what
Thanks.
is your vision for Nani On Call?
To actually be offered worldwide and to be able
Okay.
to employ other grandmothers to actually share the vision and share what we're going to be doing across the country and not
Okay.
just Diana from Georgia, but now we have someone in all different areas of the United States.
Okay, I love that. So you're already thinking like on the grand scheme of things, expansion, expansion. How soon are you thinking about that expansion? Are you still just trying to get your feet wet and get, everything out there? Or do you see the expansion happening within the next 9 months, 9, 12 months?
9 to 12 months. I'm expecting
Okay.
that to happen.
Okay. So if you can leave one message for other women who are reinventing themselves or starting over, what would it be?
Just to allow your dream or even just a Nani On Call to be an extension of yourself. And if you're allowed it to be an extension of yourself, you're going to master it. You're going to do well because if you're holding yourself in high esteem, whatever you're going to envision, that's going to be as well because it's not so much as being a perfectionist, because I am, but it's just doing the best with what you can.
Yes. I love that. And it's never too late. It's never,
No,
you're never too old to start over, to start your journey, to find yourself. Like every day is a new day for us to become 1% better. So
exactly. And
keep that in mind, ladies.
even for me being 61, someone said 61 and you're just starting is never
Mhm.
ever too late.
I definitely agree. So, how is it felt to see like your idea come to life and you're already starting to help others already?
Exciting,
Mhm.
exhilarating, a little fearful just because of
Yeah.
the fear of the unknown. But for me, it's exciting. And you've actually given me some encouragement and kind of
Aw.
pushed me along every now and then. But it's just enlightening.
Good, good. And that's a good feeling to have. And so, finally, what makes you feel most empowered in this season of your life?
Knowing that I have the willpower, the motivation to do this.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything else that you want to add?
Um, just for those that are out there thinking about it, basically just to make sure that they're balancing care, they know their purpose, know that it's going to be a new beginning or an extension to something they've already dreamed about, and just to get out there and get going.
So, as always, thank you for being a guest on my show. You
Thank
did
you.
an absolutely amazing job. For the viewers who either want to get in contact with you for possible mentorship and or signing up for services, what's the best way they could reach you?
They can reach me at 912-228-3130,
Okay.
or they can also text to that number, or they can actually send me an email at nani, Nani, oncall.services@gmail.com. And then I'm
Okay.
also on Facebook as Nani On Call.
Okay, perfect. And I'll drop all that information below as well. But again, thank you for coming on the show. I have loved every second of it, and I know that it will inspire someone to either start their own business, continue to push through their current business and circumstances right now, or just again reach out to you for your services. So thank you so much. As always, guys, Women Empowerment Wednesday, I am promoting different women, helping other people feel empowered, inspirational every Wednesday. And so, if you're interested in being on the show, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you just have an empowered story, or you just want to get on here and have girl talk, you never know who you may impact. So, again, I will drop all my information below, but I hope that you all have a blessed rest of your Wednesday and a better week. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.